Alright, hey guys, Pax, welcome back to another Pokemon Pocket video. As the title states, the trailer for B2 has finally come out, and it kind of took us for a shocker because it's only one pack, but this pack is definitely game-changing. It'll definitely revolutionize the game, adding a certain type of trainer card into the meta. If you guys are new to my channel, really do consider if you like and subscribe, really does help me out tremendously. And without further ado, let's get right into it. So the new pack is called Fantastical Parade. We're gonna watch the trailer, and then afterwards I'll talk about all the cards featured in the trailer. But as you can see, only one pack. Once it comes out, we shall see how many cards are in this one booster pack. But without further ado, just get right into the trailer. So here it is. Alright, so that was the trailer coming out on Wednesday, January 28th, 5 p.m. PST. This is interesting because usually it comes out around, at least for me, I'm in PST. It comes out 10 p.m. PST, usually when the game resets. But now they're changing it to 5 p.m. Huh. That's an interesting change. For me, it's a very interesting time. It really depends where you are in the world. This could be for the better, for the worst. Really is up to you, but yeah, just going over the cards. Only one pack again, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, we kind of knew it's going to be Mega Gardevoir EX with all the teasers, but we were expecting two, because that's usually how booster packs are. Because keep in mind, this is not B1B, this is B2. I'm coming into this that it's going to be like, it's not a mini booster pack. It's going to be just like probably as much as two packs, but like combined into one. Not as much as Deluxe, obviously, but still a lot of cards in one pack. But yeah, so just looking at the cards. First cards we have are Oricorio and Vanillite. Vanillite, I mean, we shall see at, when it comes to the evolution. But we got another Oricorio, which is interesting because it's of course is a basic HP 70. One attack, Inspiring Dance, does 10 damage. During your next turn, attacks used by your Pokemon do plus 20 damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So kind of like a red, but only happens your next turn. So it needs a bit of setup. Very situational, and I mean, compared to the other Oricorio, is far better. Just from first impressions, I feel like this card will kind of fall into obscurity. It will work in some decks, but in the grand scheme of things, it might not be worth it at all. Fallings, HP 70 basic. Ability Coordinated Unit. If you have another Fallings in play, this Pokemon's attacks do plus 20 damage to your opponent's active Pokemon, and this Pokemon takes negative 20 damage from attacks from your opponent's Pokemon. So you are doing 40 damage. Pretty good. Okay, I'm trying to think about this because this kind of reminds me of Furfrou, like the Furfrou we got from the previous pack. Does 30 damage. And you can just negate 20 damage as well. That's the ability, just flat out negating 20 damage. So this is similar, but you're doing 10 more damage if you have another Fallings in play. This is good. I mean, for one thing, because it is, if you have another Fallings in play, you can just one-shot baby Pokemon. So Chingling, yeah, stuff like that. But I mean, you could just run Furfrou. You never know, they might add a trainer card that's specific to Fallings. But so far, I mean, this seems okay, you know, like again, Furfrou, in my opinion, you get far more value. It's like it's a lot more reliable than having this guy, because to do more damage, you need to obviously have another one in play. Oh, here we go. We got Teal Mask, Ogrepon. I'm gonna go with Ogrepon. Sounds a lot better. EX HP 130 basic. Ability Soothing Wind. Each of your Pokemon that has energy attached recovers from all special conditions and can't be affected by any special conditions. Damn, that's actually this could actually kill a bunch of metas, I'll be honest, using this. For one thing, it can remove poison and burn, but it can also remove paralysis, sleep, and confusion. And the last three status effects that I mentioned could definitely determine if you're going to win or lose the game. Like, if you think, what's the name? Megalopunny EX confuses. If you fail that coin flip, there's a chance that you might just lose. Sure, you can sub out your Pokemon, but depending on the stage of the game, your bench Pokemon might not be built. Yeah, Ogerpon can just flat out just like remove that. And then Sleep, far more annoying, and then Paralysis even more so. It's interesting. I don't think it kills Magnezone though, because Magnezone is technically not. It acts like confusion, but it really isn't. That's interesting. So yeah, ability is pretty good. Can definitely work, especially with certain cards. Attack Energize leaves a 60 base damage, requires 2 grass energy. If the amount of energy attached to both active Pokemon is 5 or more, this attack does 60 more damage. Very situational. It can definitely work. So if you're going against something like Suicune EX, your opponent's Suicune EX has 2 energy attached. You have 2 energy attached to this Ogerpon. Feed 1 more energy, 120. And then if you want to pair something like with red, you can just like easily one-shot the Suicune. So kind of situational, but I feel like it can definitely work. I mean, yeah, it really depends on what your opponent's using, but more likely than not, you should be easily able to get that damage number. And I mean, late game, this guy could just like sweep, you know, like doing 120 late game is rather substantial. On top with the ability buff, this guy can cook. Next card we have is Mimikyu. This card, basic of course, 120 HP, has 1 ability, Disguise. When this Pokemon is first damaged by an attack after coming into play, prevent that damage. Has 1 attack, Claw Slash, 70 damage, requires 2 psychic energy. First impressions, it doesn't seem that good. I feel like you want to play him towards the middle to late game, because early game, if you have this guy turn 1, especially if your opponent's using something like Furfrou or Chingling, they can easily just damage, and then your ability is gone. You know, like you won't take that 10 damage from Chingling, but your ability is useless. So yeah, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, maybe it'll help you out not taking that damage, but more likely than not, it'll be trivial. But personally, as a Mimikyu fan, I don't think it's that good. Retreat is a lie, but it makes sense later on because of the stadium card they introduced, which, yeah, is the card I'm talking about. That's kind of, it will definitely change the meta because they will definitely add more stadium cards in the future. It's like slightly bad, but like not the worst, but this feels weird, especially the damage number. Only doing 70. It could counteract Oricorio if it wasn't an EX, but it's an EX. If this guy wasn't on EX, I think it would have been fine. But unfortunately, EX. Ledian, Peekaboo. Yep. Ledian's interesting, HP 80. After attacking, you do 40 damage. This attack's damage isn't affected by weakness or by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. Ooh, here we go. So we got Galarian Obstagoon. Merciless Strike. This guy's stage 2, HP 150. 70 base damage. If your opponent's active Pokemon has damage on it, this attack does 50 more damage. So you can do... Damn, okay. So you can do 120 and if you pair this with Darkrai EX's ability, 140. It is a stage 2, granted, but I mean, 120 is nice. Yeah, but then again, you have to kind of compare this to the current Darkness meta. Hydreigon's far easier to get out, just doing 130 damage, essentially only needing 1 Darkness energy to attack. This guy needs 2 to do 120. Granted, this guy doesn't take any recoil damage, but not comparing this to Hydreigon, it's still a solid card. Okay, we have Meloetta, HP 70, ability Strange Singing. At the beginning of your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, put a random psychic Pokemon from your deck into your hand. Side Shot requires 2 psychic energy, that's 50 damage. Yeah, pretty good. This kind of acts like, this card acts somewhat like a legendary dog. So at the end of your turn, you just get a card. This one's far more consistent, helping you get out your Pokemon. So yeah, you can definitely get a lot of value with this card. I can very much see that. Side Shot also does 50 damage. So in 2 turns, you can just one-shot Oricorio. So a good, somewhat decent Oricorio counter. And you're getting a ton of value. Like you just, yeah, if you hate getting set up, like if that's like the one thing you hate about this game is that, like your RNG sucks and it's just so hard for you to get out the Pokemon that you need. Meloetta will help out a lot. Next cards we have are Piers and Diantha. So Diantha right here, heal 90 damage from one of your psychic Pokemon that has 2 or more energy attached. If you healed any damage this way, discard 2 psychic energy from that Pokemon. Huh, okay. That's interesting. That's an insane amount of healing. Not the most we can do in a Pokemon. That definitely, I feel like that will definitely go to Mallow. That could heal Serena up to 150 damage if Serena does have Leaf Cape attached. Yeah, I feel like this will definitely help out, but it really depends on a Pokemon. For one thing, I feel like this is better used on either basic or stage 1 Pokemon, because stage 2 obviously already has Lily, healing 30 less, but still a lot easier to get out, a lot easier to use, and you don't have the kind of like downside with discarding 2 energy. But nevertheless, Psychic does have a ton of buffs in this. I mean, it's obviously it's obvious, man. It's Psychic themed, this whole thing, this whole freaking this whole booster set. So if you're thinking that Psychic is dying, if you're thinking like in your brain like, okay, Psychic is just, they need to buff Psychic, please, Dina has answered your request. Psychic is finally getting buffed. Like, yes, screw Dragon type, Fighting type. Psychic needs all the love, man. That's where the moneymaker is at. But yeah, overall, yeah, we shall see. I mean, discarding 2 energy is a lot, but again, there's a lot of supports in this booster pack. Piers, you can only use this card if you have Galarian Obstagoon in play. Discard 2 random energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. Just flat out, like no coin flip. Just if you have freaking the Obstagooner, if he's in your game, just chilling, then discard 2 random energy. Okay. Oh gosh, man, that's actually gonna be freaking, that's gonna be fun. So, okay, so I was comparing Obstagoon to Hydreigon earlier. I was saying that Hydreigon might be better, but given this, Obstagoon might replace Hydreigon. There's a very high chance. We shall see. I mean, anything can happen, but this is gonna send nightmares. Piers is gonna be in my dreams. Like, you can just be set up, attacking next turn, and then Piers just freaking just removes your right to fight, just flat out. So yeah, I feel like this is definitely one of the best support cards they added in the game, at least when it comes to offensive or disruptive capabilities, in terms of B2 at least. So gosh, I am not looking forward to this, but I mean, that's all I could say, because I know I can already see me like half a month in advance, just like struggling in rank, and then just like dreading Piers. I can definitely see that. Holy crap. Next card we have is Sightseer. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck. Put all stage 1 Pokemon you find there into your hand. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck. Huh. So this is granted that you have a stage 1 in your next 4 cards. So like, let's say like your 5th card is a stage 1. Your top 4 cards are just like nothing, like trainer cards, basics, stage 2s for some reason. Yeah, personally, I prefer May still. Like, looking at this, there's also Serena as well. Serena's a good support. Serena's a decent supporter card, especially for stage 1s. You can easily get them out. But yeah, Sightseer, it doesn't seem that good. Piers is going to be absolutely broken. Here we go. First stadium card in Pokemon Pocket. This is definitely gonna pioneering the meta. A lot of people wanted stadiums to be added to the game for like forever, essentially. Yeah, ever since they started adding like Poketools and stuff like that, people wanted stadiums, and then now in B2 they are finally adding it. Peculiar Plaza. The retreat cost of each psychic Pokemon in play, both yours and your opponent, is 2 less. And if you guys don't know how stadiums work, you may play only 1 stadium card during your turn, put it next to the active Pokemon, and discard it if another stadium comes into play. A stadium with the same name can't be played. So let's say you place a stadium card your turn. Your next turn, your opponent can place their own and discarding yours. So yes, overall, looking at this card, huge buff for Psychic. Again, people were asking for it. They're like, we need Psychic to be much better. And yes, they definitely delivered with this. Essentially making it so that like Pokemon such as like Mega Altaria, Pokemon that have a retreat cost of 1 or 2 are essentially free retreats if you have this card on the field. Yeah, there's a huge buff. That's Psychic Enjoyers continue to eat well. Oh, here we go. We have Mega Mawile EX, a tanky beast, HP of 170, has 1 attack, heat up, crunch, requires 2 energy, 1 steel, 1 colorless, does 60 base damage. However, until this Pokemon leaves the active spot, this Pokemon's heat up crunch attack does plus 30 damage. This effect stacks, so you can potentially get insane damage numbers. So your first turn, you're only doing 60, next turn 90, following turn 120, following turn 150, applying a lot of pressure just like right out the bat. And although I do like this card, we shall see how it will keep up in the meta, because looking at it, it seems fun, But if you think about it in practice, I mean, if your opponent can definitely counter you. If they have cards such as Sabrina or even Cyrus that could like switch out Mega Mawile, Lucario exists. So since this is an EX, this Pokemon could be doing like what? Over 200 damage. But against Lucario, of course, just flat out 0. Aside from Lucario, I can definitely see people making like 18 trainer decks. Or actually 19 trainer decks. Yeah. Mega Mawile EX and 19 trainer decks. That's going to be crazy. A lot of fun, just a good kind of like auto deck as well for like solo battles and solo events. All right, here we go. The main chase card herself, Mega Gardevoir EX, HP 210, stage 2 of course, has 1 attack, Fantasia Force, requires 2 psychic energy, that's 110 damage. After attacking, take 3 psychic energy from your energy zone and attach it to your psychic Pokemon in any way you like. So an amazing support, but the issue is that it is a mega. Like, first impressions looking at this, it's good, but obviously like, you kind of want you want to use Mega Gardevoir to kind of feed your bench Pokemon, but nevertheless the damage number is rather good. This 110, just like flat out requiring only 2 energy. This card could help out a ton with bench psychic Pokemon that require a lot of energy, and I do like it because it's not inherently buffing Mega Altaria EX, more so just kind of like changing the meta for psychic. Like Mega Altaria, from the looks of it, will still always be meta. However, Mega Gardevoir EX is changing how you play Psychic, just like being an amazing energy support. And we got one more card, Poketool. Kind of hard to see. I'm just gonna zoom in into it. It's right here. Yeah, Metal Core Barrier. I'm trying to read this. If this card is attached to one of your Pokemon discarded at the end of your opponent's turn, the Psychic Pokemon this card is attached to takes a negative 50 damage from attacks from your opponent's Pokemon. So obviously you do want to pair this with Mega Mawile EX. Further buffing Mega Mawile to just be an absolute just goat. Just, yeah, again, the 19 trainer Mawile EX deck. It's kind of, I can definitely see it happening. And yeah, that's pretty much all we know of so far. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. Personally, I'm still confused, man, because it is B2. So it's not a mini booster pack. They could have just easily made this B1B, but since it's B2, I'm assuming that they're adding a lot more stuff in terms of cards and content. So the last booster set that we've gotten that had 2 booster packs was, believe it or not, Wisdom of Sea and Sky. So it's been honestly a long time, oddly enough. And given this, Wisdom of Sea and Sky had 161 cards. We'll probably get as much as that in this one booster pack, which is pretty good. I mean, especially with trading, if you get a bunch of dupes of like, let's say like this Mega Gardevoir EX, then of course you can just obviously trade with a person. Personally, I like it when it's just one pack. That's just me, my preference, but it's really up to you guys. But yeah, that's pretty much the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Yeah, at the end of this video, I just want to, if you guys still tuned in, again, I appreciate you guys. Just want to kind of fill you guys in. So I'm actually, okay, this is coming out January 28th. I'm going to be moving around this time. I'm currently moving houses, and 5 p.m., 10 p.m. I was like, okay, maybe I could do it, but 5 p.m. I feel like I'm most likely be busy. Nevertheless, I mean, depending on how things go, I'll definitely try to get a video out as soon as possible, but just letting you guys know that when this comes out, I might not be able to upload. Like, I really do want to upload some content, but yeah, it's really difficult and really unfortunate just given the schedule, like how things ended up lining up. But yeah, nevertheless, hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to like and subscribe. And with that being said, I'll see you guys on my next video. Peace.